Bob Chapman, good to have you back again. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much, and it's very nice to be here. And I see that you have been subjected to global warming where you live.
No kidding. Yeah, it really is pretty. Us and the North Dakota farmers here, yeah. Incredible. Yeah, not a good situation. But we've got also more problems in the financial industry, though the stock market looks pretty good. So are we to believe that things are getting back to good now?
Well, I think it's probably the tail end of what can be considered a summer rally. And, the market just rallied quite a bit this past week, and about 7%. And I think for the time being that's probably over. As we head through August, any kind of help the economy would have received through the stimulus package that has been allotted thus far will have been consummated. So I think August will be a sliding month, so to speak. And September and October are going to be tough for the market. They're going to be good for gold and silver. I think you're going to see the dollar go down. It's having a tremendously difficult time trying to rise above 81 on the USDX. It wasn't but 4 months ago. It was 89.5. It closed around 79.5 this past Friday. And so the dollar's under pressure, and I think there's a good chance it could break down to 71.18 by the end of October, and that would bring about crisis conditions, because when that happened last time, other nations, businesses said, we don't want to take dollars. And so this time, I think we'll see more than we saw last time of foreign businesses and foreign currency saying, look, we don't want dollars, go change them into euros or something, and we'll accept them or into our local currency. And so I think that's what we've got on tap here. I don't believe there's going to be an immediate devaluation of the dollar, excuse me, but I do believe it's coming, and it'll happen within the next 2 years. How quickly, I don't know, but it's on the way. And what do I think it'll be? Based upon what we're looking at now, one new dollar for three old ones.
Whoa, 33%. Whoa.
And that's why, no, it's more than that. It's
66%.
Yeah. And so that's why you've seen J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, and others say gold's eventually going to go to $2,000 or $2,500. And if you multiply $900 an ounce by 3, you come up with $2,700. And that would reflect official inflation as well since 1980. And so that's where I think gold is going. And I think that this fall is going to be extremely disruptive in the markets. And I think gold perhaps might break out beyond the 1,000 level to 1,200 or 1,600 or someplace. And I think people should really be getting gold and silver coins because you don't want to be in dollars. I mean, you can always, if you have to, change coins back to dollars, but you want to be in coins. You want to be in gold and silver, and the word to the wise should be sufficient.
Well, you've been saying all along that it was not going to come, that real jump in gold was not going to come, and immediately. A lot of people predicted it's going to go up right away, but you've been accurate, I think, all along in saying that it's probably going to be several months away. And now you're saying the fall is when we're going to see this major jump in gold, because it's already $9.53 today. So, we're looking at not that much of a jump right now, but I mean that would be a huge jump though to have that by this fall.
Well, in the 23rd of May, I said that I had discovered through my contacts that the United States government had been feeding U.S. dollars to embassies throughout the world. And how many, I don't know, but I do know that there's at least 6 that I've had definitely confirmed that have received dollars, and they've been told to take those dollars and buy local currency. Then the only reason that they would do such a thing, as far as I can say, is because they believe there's going to be a dollar crisis. And I think that the government could use that crisis on a temporary basis to have a bank holiday for 3 or 4 days, just to see what the public's going to do, because there's a big one coming after that sometime. And so, the government has all of these different kinds of programs going, and all we can do is back into what we think they might do. And quite frankly, I've been pretty good at it. And that's what I'm looking for here. That's what I see.
Well, I'm concerned. Look, I would like to talk about this new coin that Medvedev announced at the G8 meeting, allegedly. Now, we really don't have good background information on this story yet, but this is what we've been told, is that Medvedev announced this coin, and it does say on it, unity through diversity, and that Obama was seen holding it up. We had a Polish lady who reported that, yes, in Poland, they did show the new international or the new world currency, and it was going to be this coin. Now, what do we know about this coin?
Well, we do know nothing, and I think it's a publicity stunt. I really do. I don't think it holds a great deal of significance. I think that the Russians are saying, we're getting back at you for all of that nasty stuff that you did to us since the Second World War. And so I think this is a way of them pushing toward an international trading currency, not an international currency for everybody, but between nations. And I think what they're looking for is 10 major currencies, which would include the dollar. And I think they're also looking for, I think they've accepted the fact that it has to have some gold backing. And so with that in mind, that's where I think they're going to next. And I think that the Russians were pulling the U.S.'s tail, so to speak, and saying, ha, 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 this is what it might look like. So I don't think it's real. I think it's a game they're playing.
Is that right? Now, that really is interesting. I saw where somebody had posted, they said, this new coin, unity through diversity, how much money did they have to pay a PR organization to come up with that one? He says, I think we ought to do our own coin, like the Lakota Nation or something, and they ought to put on theirs divide and conquer.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, don't tread on me.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is that the Russians are extraordinarily bright people, and they don't need any PR agency from Brussels or any place else to tell them what to do, because they know how the game is played. Most of the people who are in the top were in politics during the reign of the Soviet Union, and many of them were KGB employees. And like in counterintelligence in America within the CIA, the NSA, and in the different military organizations, we all fought each other. I know, I was there. And so I know what kind of a competitor they are. And believe me, they're not dumb.
Well, they're not dumb, but what is their point, though? They're trying to scare the United States into submission back to where we're going along with them again, or working with them, or what is your thought that Russia would accomplish by announcing this new coin at the G8 meeting?
It's not a case of going along with them. It's a case of the Illuminists in Washington and London messing the whole system up because of their unbelievable greed. And it's been going on since August the 15th, 1971. In fact, probably even before that. And people throughout the world don't want to take dollars anymore. And so if they can have some sort of an international currency unit with some gold backing, it will obviate the dollar in international commerce. And that's what they're after. I mean, if you were in Russia or China or Brazil or any place else and you were sitting on 75% of your foreign exchange reserves in U.S. dollars and you saw them going down every day, you wouldn't be very happy about it. I mean, it's just like, the U.S. government. I think they're going to go for a 1 for 3. And if they do that, everybody in America is going to lose 2/3 of the value of what they have unless they own gold.
Well, the question is, does that mean 1 for 3 in debt also, or just in money?
Don't know.
We're going to be right back with our guest today. Bob Chapman, we got a 4-minute break. Stay tuned to the Power Hour, theinternationalforecaster.com. Wouldn't you like to know all this information in advance? That's how you do it. Back in 4 minutes.